as arrays in Java. So you'll have something of this sort whereby you'll have the int, then you'll have this is the variable name which is ages. So these are ages, then you'll have 24, 50. So this is the same as this is what now we call an array. Alright. Now in our today's tutorial we'll discuss arrays in Java, right? Arrays in Java. We'll discuss what is an array, how to create an array, how to access array elements. Then we'll also discuss how to modify or change an array element. Then how to find the length of an array. Then we'll also look at how to loop through an array using for loop and for each loop. Alright. Then finally we'll discuss at multidimensional arrays. Right. Now as I've said here that this is an array. So these one are what you call now array elements. These are what we call now array elements 20, 40, 50. So these are just array elements. Alright. Now let's discuss here and see what is an array. An array is just said to be is just used to store multiple values in a single variable instead of declaring separate variables for each value. All right. So instead of let's look at this. So this is just a symbol or just a single variable that we have used to find these values, right? So instead of declaring int 1 20, int 2 40, int 3 50, so instead of declaring each variable for each value now, we can just have them in a single variable. So this is what we call an array. All right. Now next we'll discuss on how to create an array, and for that let's switch to our text bins. Here we'll now need to delete this. So this now we'll have now to create an array which is data type. We start with data type, then data type will be followed by square brackets, then after that we'll have an array, then this is ref variable, right? So this is just a variable. Then we'll have now into a curly brace whereby we'll have value 0, value 0, we'll have value 1, value 2, then we'll have now value n. So then you'll have value n, then you insert a semicolon at the end. So you can just insert this one as a comment. We'll insert this one as a comment. Now you said that you'll have a data type here, followed by square brackets. Then you'll have an array, which is a variable name for a single variable name for these values. Then you'll have value 1 or 0, right? So it starts counting from index 0. Then you'll have 1, 2, then to value n. You can have as many elements as you wish. So, and each value or each element is given a specific index. So, and it start counting from 0. So as we end this example here, we can have string. This is string. Then you'll have now this is class. All right. Then you can give it a value which is can start with counting from. So this is, you can have howdy. You can have Mercedes. You can have Toyota. You can have Ford. So these are just cars, alright? Then you have now. So this is just an array. But for the string, you need now to insert them into double quotes for each. Now I need to insert each and double quotes. So this is for each, need to insert in double quotes, right? But for the hint now, you don't need to insert and double quotes. So we'll have something of this sort. So this is just as data type, what you have talked here. Cast is what you call array referable. So then you'll have value 0. So this one, the value for this one is 0. Then this is 1, 2, 3. Right? Now when you are accessing them, as we'll be discussing in our next part, how to access array elements, we'll now be using the indexes. So for this one is 0, 1, 2, 3. All right. So this is just what we call an array. This is just an array. So we have discussed on how you can create an array just using this symbol format. You have created your own. But remember, when you're creating something else like hint, you can have hint entries, whereby we call you cannot have them in double quotes. So you'll have something else like 23, you can have 45, you can have 67. Now this is just a symbol. Then here for this part you need to insert square brackets. Alright, so these are not two different arrays. So this one is for the integers and this one is for a string. Alright, now this one should be in double quotes. This one don't need to insert them in a double quotes. Alright, so that is the symbol where you can create an array. So next part we have said that I'm going to look at. So we have said that we have discussed how to create an array. Now we want to discuss how you can access array elements. How do you access array elements? Now just to switch here to your NetBeans, then here, so we are going to use this array we have created here. Then to access arrays, we have said that we will use the indexes. So by this one is 0, 1, 2, 3, and the order continues like that. So we are going to see how you can access. So let's say, for instance, you want to access Mercedes, all right? So you just need to write in between here. You need to know this is what this is cars. Then into you'll have now to insert one, right? Now you see you need to insert the variable name here before in between there. Then after that you'll have now your square brackets. Then in between your square bracket you insert the index of the array elements you want to access. Let's say you want to know now you're accessing Mercedes, and Mercedes is in value 1, whereby we now insert at this point 1. Right, now if you try to save your work, then you click on run. So select main class. Yeah. Finally, Mercedes is printed out to this point. And now that's how you can access your arrays. So you can change your value to something else like 3. So this is 1, 2, 3. So when you add 3, then 4 is accessed, right? So you can just use your indexes. So if you insert 0, this is 0 now, then your howdy is printed out. Howdy is printed out, right? Now that's how you can access array elements. Now finally, not finally, we have next we will need to see how you can change or modify an array element, right? Now let's say you want to change this one to something else. Let's say you want to change my Toyota to something else. Let's first grab this. All right, let's say you want to change this Toyota to something else. Let's say you want to change it to something like Forester. All right, let's say you want to change it to Forester. Now here you'll need now to write cars, then you need now the value of car you want to change. This is value 2, this is value 2, then you give it another value, which is said that Forester you can use Range Rover, you can land Cruiser V8. So let's say Forester, right? Forester, so you're changing it to Forester, right? Then in between here now you need now to use, this is cars, then now this is what, value 2. All right, so at this point Toyota will not be printed out, Forester will be printed out instant. All right, now let's try to save our work and then click on run. It will take some time, then finally Forester is printed out. All right, it's outputted instead of Toyota. All right, so that's how you can alter or you can change an array element from one value to another. All right, now let's say next part we want to see how to find the length, of an array. We want to see how we can find the length of an array. All right, now let's see, can find the length of an array. To find the length of an array, you just need to come here, then let's wrap this. So you're using the same array. So at this point now you need to click on cast the variable name, then you give it the length. Right, so at this point you just need to insert the cast, then you use the keyword length to find the length of this array. All right, now the length of an array is a number of array elements. It's just the number of array elements. So in this case, they're just 4, right? So our expected outcome is 4. So like maybe you can have so many elements which you're not able to count. So you can just use this keyword to find out the length of that array, right? Now you can save your work, then you click on run. Now 4 is at this point, 4 is printed out this point, so then value of this one or the length of this array is just 4. So we say that the length is just the number of elements in that array. All right, now we have discussed how you can find the length of an array. We can see the next part, how to loop. We can say how to loop through an array. Right, now to loop through an array, we have said that we're going to use, or we're going to discuss the use of for loop. We're going to use for loop to loop through an array. Right, now to loop through an array, we said that use length property to show how many times should loop iterate. Right, so you're going to use the length property to show how many times should loop iterate or loop or turn. All right, now let's say this is what we have. This is just a symbol array here. So we've said that at this point we are using for loop by love for, then we love what, love in the hex, can give it a value which is in the hex, and then give it a value which is 0, right, the starting pointer. Then for hex now cars, alright? Sorry, this is length, right? At this point now, when x is less than car, we say that, as we have discussed in our last part, you said that this one is used to calculate the length of this array. So this one is the same to minus, the starting point is 0, then x is less than 4. The 4 is now the value of this what? This, or the number of this array element, alright? So this one is used to calculate the length of the array, alright? Then you'll have a semicolon there, then you'll have x, then we use an increment. So this is just an increment. Then after this, we'll have now curly brace, then curly braces. Then at this point in between here, you need now to write, this is what the season will be, right? Will be at that point. This is system pre-line. Then we'll have cars. Then here now, this is what x, we are printing out x. Right. So now here, so this it was underlined, so you thought that unexpected this one. So this is, so it means at this point, so we should remove this semicolon here. Right, sorry for that. So now it's okay, right? Now we are looping through an array. So we said that this is x, in the x, we give it a value of 0, then this is x, is less than 4. This is the value of the array elements here, then you increase. So after every iteration, it will increase by 1, right? You need to save your work, then you click on run. See now, they are printed out the Audi, Mercedes, Toyota, and Ford. Alright. Now, that's how you can loop through an array using for loop. Now, the last part of our tutorial today, we want to discuss what are multidimensional arrays. Multidimensional arrays. Alright. Now, if this the last part we have been discussing, this is what we call, there are only two types of arrays, the single dimensional arrays and the multidimensional arrays. A single, as the name suggests, is just a single variable, or is just a single array. Alright. Then for what you call now multidimensional arrays, as its name suggests, a multidimensional arrays is just where you have an array that contains one more or more arrays inside it. So you can have a multi-dimensional arrays is where it contains one or more arrays. Now to create a multi-dimensional arrays, you need to add each array within its own set of curly braces, right? Curly braces are these one, right? So this one and this one. So this is what we call it curly braces, alright? Now look at this example here, whereby, so you can just run this, and then we'll see, let's say you have int, this is int ng's, you can have what, so this is a curly brace one, so then you'll have another, so close that one, then you use a semicolon at the end. In between here there are one or more arrays. So you can have 20, 30, this is 40, you close with that. Then you have another one at 5, 65, 70, and close. Alright. Then after that, here we'll have now the square bracket. Right? No, this has square bracket. Here we'll have, this is what this is. Price we'll have, so initializer. So where is the problem? Here we'll have, this is what initializer. This is what hence this we'll have, this is hello. So here we'll have two arrays. So the first array is this one. We'll have the values of 20, 30, 40. So this is our first array. Then the other one is a second array. So this is what we call a multi-dimensional arrays. Alright. So thank you guys for watching. Remember to subscribe, like, and share my videos. You may leave a comment, and then for the references, check the description part, and I hope you will learn more. Thank you. Let's meet in our next tutorial. Bye.